and you talked about how loyalty really gets you nowhere. And I want to understand the dynamics of what is the difference in the staff, which feels like they were being loyal to the business or to the mission,
Yes.
or I don't know, maybe they just couldn't leave because financially it was too advantageous for them on the upside with the stock you gave them, or, the passion play just was enough for them or whatever it was. But let's talk about loyalty. Where does loyalty fit into the delusions or the myths? And, where does it make sense, or does it never make sense to be loyal to a business, or a business, I guess, loyal to their staff? What does that even mean?
I think loyalty, maybe that's one of the words that isn't defined well enough in the business. To me, loyalty is I will meet my promises to you as long as you meet your promises to me, and with the overlay that the business has conditions that often change our dynamic and our choices. And if you understand all those things and are willing to accept that, I'll be loyal to that environment. And what does that mean? That means that as long as you, Christian, are doing your job, as long as you're meeting the goals that you and I have agreed to meet, and as long as I'm meeting the same thing with you, that's good. And we'll be loyal to that agreement that we have. But we also have a business, and a business changes. We had a pandemic. It changed the business. There are a lot of things that change a business. I can't even you'd have to give a year of podcast to explain all the conditions. But so if that condition changes, I have a responsibility as a leader. And it's to come to you or the employees and tell you what those changes of conditions have been and how they may change our agreement between ourselves. And as long as then we come up with a new agreement, I'll be loyal to that, and you'll be loyal to that. And you give loyalty. You don't earn loyalty. That's another delusion. You can't earn loyalty. You have to give it to somebody and trust them until you can't. And when you can't, then you can't. Okay, so I'm going to trust the person I hire on the day I hire them. I'm going to trust them. I'm going to give them the loyalty that goes with the trust, meaning the agreement we've made. I'm going to be loyal to that. And when one of us doesn't earn it, then we've lost it. And once you lose it, it's lost. I'm not a believer that all these things can be rebuilt. That's what a family does. They rebuild trust. A business is not taking the time to rebuild trust. A business is a business, and it has a drive and a purpose and a condition that says you want to raise every year. There's a cost of living increase necessary. I have a business that I may make changes to the vision and approach, and you need to make a decision whether you want to be a part of that, but I'm not going to make a decision based on you. I'm going to make a decision based on the business needs, and you have to either get in alignment, and I can trust that, or not.